One day, at a moment when you will vow to focus on yourself and stop dating, you will meet someone, and it will be unexpected. They will be perfect for you. Any cynicism you held against true love or soulmates will disintegrate in the ease and peace you find in their presence. You will resist this initially, but inevitably the euphoria of it all will nudge you closer and closer to the edge. You will fall. You will do anything for them. They are your everything. A whole fantasy of a life together will soften the hardest of your days. In moments of lucidity, you will recognize that you have given this person the power to rip everything away from you, and you will continue nonetheless. With time, you'll fall into a comfortable slumber. This is really happening, you will say to yourself. You move through time together, blissfully unaware that time can just as easily move through them. And it is here where you will find that time can even move through people at different speeds. Behind or ahead a fracture has developed. The person has not changed. Your feelings have not changed, and yet it feels like everything has suddenly ruptured. Moving for work, visas, health issues, you could even suffer the cruelest of time's tricks. Your love had been so overwhelmingly bright for them that it had illuminated all of those ugly and hideous things they had pushed deep down, out of sight. You will feel at fault somehow for loving too much. They will need time. We can work with this, you will say to yourself. If it's true love, nothing can stop it, right? But they will assure you that the decision is final. Perhaps it's simply a misunderstanding. Do they not realize how little of an issue this is to you? Your kisses and hugs, once coming from a place of love and affection, are now weaponized attacks against their very need for space. How could they be fading away when they're right in front of you, when you can still touch their skin, when you can still kiss them? You will think surely they'll change their mind. However, time is uncompromising. It will become apparent that this may actually be the end. What you thought was concrete has melted before your eyes. You will recognize just how much power you have let this person hold over you. You will feel utterly helpless, directionless, and pleading for any hope out there that this nightmare will end. The feelings between you both will still be there, and yet you cannot act on them. They have left you behind, and in their absence you will turn the anger inward. You will begin to see that this was never their fault. They were not misguided. It was actually you who should be blamed. You were stupid enough to let them in, stupid enough to think this will last. You will break things and you will smack your head like a child. You will want to destroy that same feeling you desperately cling to. You can't be angry forever. You will inevitably attempt to regain some control. Perhaps if you do this or that, they will stay with you. You plead to be with them. You try to maintain a friendship. And you will not be able to understand why they will not accept this. Are you really that much of a burden? As you continue to bargain, you will begin to stretch just how willing you are to break your own boundaries. You will move, you will wait for them, you will do anything for one more chance. And if they care for you, they will recognize that this exact behavior is a sign that distance truly is necessary. They will feel guilty that you're willing to hurt yourself in order to be with them. This isn't good for you, they will say. You deserve better. From exhaustion, guilt, and frustration inevitably follows the final separation. This is going to hurt. You will find things to be very quiet. Your brain, trained to seek them out for comfort and acceptance, will cruelly remind you that life has carried them away for good. Your phone will not go off as much. You will look for their name in your notifications. You will struggle to eat or leave the apartment. You will feel like you have given your all. There is nothing left. Your stomach will turn at the thought of doing this all over with someone else. You have opened yourself up entirely, and things did not work out the way you expected them to. I'm sorry that this has happened. I know this will hurt a lot. But eventually, you're going to let it go. It hurts too much to hold on. You will walk into the winds of time and let it carry you away. Off you go again. One day, on a Thursday morning, 6 months from now, you will wake up and you will realize that it has been a full day since you thought of them. You will march to your kitchen and make yourself coffee. You will look outside and you will see the birds. Your mind will drift to images that once felt like a knife to your heart. You will feel an inner peace, a sort of gratitude for having known them, for having experienced such a connection. You will let go of the future with them. And yes, you are still weak and softened to life. Your heart is still open to them if they ever do return. The important thing, however, in this moment is that you tried. You were on this earth to connect. Under the circumstances, you did your best, and I'm proud of you. This exact situation will happen to you 5 more times before you die.